Next up, Andrei Arlovski versus Walt Harris. Man, Andrei, another example of a legend, been around forever. I remember watching his fights with Tim Silva back in the day, or Sylvia back in the day. He's a warrior. He's going to fight until he's forced not to ever fight again. 2 losses in a row. Shamil, I can't even pronounce his last name again, and Taito Vasa. All decisions. He hasn't been knocked out in a long time, not since Francis Ngannou back in January 2017. Before that, he has a win over Stefan Struve and Junior Albini. Now, Walt Harris just won against Daniel Spitz. He had a weird illegal head kick disqualification against Mark Hand of God Beer, who is no longer in the UFC, but by God, his legendary nickname will live on. Walt Harris lost quick submission, aforementioned in the first round against Fabricio Verdun. Before that, wins over Cyril Asker, Chase Sherman. Lost to the same guy, Shamil, but that was way back in 2016. Man, this is another tough one. But Walt Harris may be a little bit, I don't want to say overrated, but just inexperienced, a little young in the game. I think if Andrei Arlovski, Andrei Arlovski sticks to his game plan, he wins this fight. Oh, man. I had a comment pop in there somewhere, but I can't find it. Oh, close by the odds. Tough fight to call. Have Harris by finish. All right, Craig Allen. Thank you. He is a fight picker himself. I agree, man. I think I'm going to go with the veteran Andrei Arlovski on this. I'm going to respectfully disagree, but I wouldn't be surprised if either guy wins. So, yeah, interesting pick. Next up, we have Chad Money Mendes against, Volkanovski. I cannot pronounce his name. I'm awful. Alexander Volkanovski. Yes. Okay. So, let's see here. Oh, Craig is burning me up here. Good pick, he says. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I discussed those 2 losses. You'll have to listen back. But, hey, hang out. We're going to pick Mendes versus Money. And my son is calling me from the other hall. What is it, bud? Okay, I'll be there in a minute. It's bedtime, apparently. Awesome. This is what happens when you live broadcast. All right, Money Mendes, after a 2-year layoff, beats Miles Jury July 14th this year. TKO first round. Before that, loses to Frankie Edgar, which I thought he probably came back just a little too soon after getting beat on a short notice fight against Conor McGregor, where he was doing well until the second round, and he got caught and beat a little bit. Before that, this is way back in 2015. He beats Ricardo Lamas, loses Jose Aldo, and then he's on a streak from hell before that. Volkanovski, nothing but green, except for back in 2013. But he's beaten Darren Elkins, beaten Jeremy Kennedy, beaten Shane Young. Here's the thing. He's beaten a lot of guys, but in the end, who's he really beaten? That's a contender. Mendes has been around a long time. I think he used his time off wisely. I think he's going to come back and he's going to surprise us and beat Volkanovski.